Hi everyone! As I'm closing out the American Dream unit, I have decided to include an end of the unit reflection. So here is where students can look at any of the skills, and of course they would have to post skills that they learned from this unit, ways that they have grown, any issues or problems they have encountered when completing any of the assignments, and they also get to look at the standards, so students are able to revisit the standards addressed, which I put up the standards in March, and they can look at their standards and they can assess whether they have met and mastered the standards in which we have gone over. So they'll be able to post and look at the standards, which is great because it allows them to revisit some of the things that we've done in the previous unit. By creating this multimedia montage project, I was really able to organize my thoughts for the students and have them organize their work. So as you can see, students are able to navigate. So here we have the Great Gatsby journal entries that they're required to do from chapters 1 through 9. And they'll always have access to this. And in March we have the daily lessons, and I went ahead and I added some more daily lessons so students can tag along with all our daily lessons. They can see what we do from day to day when we have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and so on, so they can absolutely tag along and learn what we're doing. There's different strategies that can help students for visuals. When I give students visuals, they can use the optic strategy and always refer back to that. Here we have symbolism in the Great Gatsby. So all my teaching is guided through this blog. So students can always follow along with what I'm teaching. They can follow along with the reading schedule so they know exactly what they're doing, and they can refer to every day that their reading is due. They can refer back to their daily lessons because every day a lesson is based on a reading. We have what was really important for the students, evaluation sheets. So once we start working on our essays, we have student evaluation sheets, we have peer editing sheets, and we have a end of the unit reflection. So again, it goes back to everything being organized for students to access. This really goes back to one of my goals, which was really implementing student work and technology into the assignment. So here we have the ability for students to use technology, and my favorite part is really making students use the Animoto tool, where they're also using multimedia and creating a multimedia piece as an assessment in order to assess their skills that are mentioned on the standards. So this is a really fun way to work on writing and structuring their work. Another fun thing that I realized technology was able to do is help students compose their thoughts. So I have a graphic organizer. Here we go with a graphic organizer for symbolism using Kaku, where students are able to engage and interact simultaneously to complete this graphic organizer, where they're all able to collaborate. I really felt like the assignments that I created really supported some of the standards. So if we see here, cite strong and thorough textual evidence, the Kaku graphic organizer requires students to provide evidence in their work. So if we take a look, here we're presented methods to finding evidence. Here we're presented with analysis, which is essentially what the standards are, is citing strong and thorough textual evidence to support analysis. Here we have writing arguments and supporting claims. That goes back to the essay that I'm requiring them to write, and it goes also back to the Animoto assignment that I've given the students, where they have to provide claims in their Animoto assignment. So here's the Animoto assignment. They have to provide their thesis statement, which is essentially their claim, their evidence to support their claim, and analysis. So they're really hitting the standards by creating these multimedia pieces. One of the things I would like to see is this American Dream Unit grow. So something that multiple teachers in my school can use and add on to. I'd like to see other teachers' input. So a way for me to make this better is maybe if teachers can add their daily lessons so that, or even their journal prompts, any other thoughts or lessons that they have, in order to make this applicable to all 11th grade students. So that my lessons are extremely structured with 3 do nows and with questions that guide the learning target and questions that guide student thinking. So if they have different ways to create lessons, it'd be great for them to add it onto Great Gatsby daily lessons. If they have any other optic visuals that they can use, any suggestions, I'd really like for this to expand so it can be accessible for multiple teachers and not just myself.